our title and abstract screening. When it comes to title and abstract screening, you really need to know about your inclusion and exclusion criteria. So look at the file that I sent previously. It has inclusion criteria, and the studies need to meet this criteria to be included. And here it is, our exclusion criteria. So if studies have any of these factors, we need to exclude this from during title and abstract screening. When it comes to title and abstract screening, I'm going to send you guys a sheet, an Excel sheet that has all the articles with title and abstract. So if you look at this sheet, it has a unique ID number in column A that we would use as a reference for our studies. And then next column, you see the name of authors, title, journal name, volume, issue number, page number, abstract, and DOI. And we know DOI is a digital object identification number. And next three, colored columns. First one is for reviewer 1, second one is for reviewer 2, and third column is for final review. In reviewer 1, what you do, and I'm going to walk you through all the steps. So in how you enter your answer. So when it comes to title and abstract screening, and just make a habit when you're doing this, you also read the title and abstract. You read both of them before you come to a conclusion. So if you look at this one, the title, it seems like it's a conference paper. In the abstract, we go there, and then you can scroll this bar down to look at the abstract. And it seems like, it's a conference paper that was presented. And if you read our criteria, we decided that we're going to exclude any conference paper. So what you do is, to exclude, you use 0, and then you give the reason for exclusion, conference paper, and just say your initials, mine are SN. So make sure that your language of doing this is very consistent, and use only the reason for exclusion that are mentioned in the inclusion and exclusion criteria. Another thing is that use more than one. If an article does not meet our criteria because it's a conference paper and it's irrelevant to our topic. So rather than having irrelevant everywhere, just use conference papers. Next one is cognitive reorganization and stigmatization among a person with the HIV. And then you read the abstract of it, and see if it meets our criteria. So I'm just gonna say that I'm a reviewer 2 here. So what I do is, I want to exclude this. 0, give your reason for exclusion, whatever. You can say it is irrelevant to our topic, and then use the initials. And then at the end, what final reviewer is going to do is, and that can be a third person or a senior author who goes through all of them. So let's say next one says that reviewer 2 says that this is 0, this is a conference paper. So we don't need a discussion on this because both reviewer 1 and 2 agreed. So we just say 0, and then we give reason for exclusion. Okay. Here in second one, let's say reviewer 1 says, no, I think this meets our criteria, I want to add this. And reviewer 2 says, no, this does not meet our criteria, I think we should exclude this one. So here's the discrepancy. So then third reviewer or senior author goes through it and kind of, or it can be between discussion between the 2 reviewers, and they decide whether they want to add or remove this from our list. And then you go through this whole, the list. And another thing is, here you saw that when I decided to include this article, I did not give a reason. So reason for exclusion is only for where you want to exclude an article. Now, if you see some of them, they don't have abstract, but they have DOI number. So you can also go and, let's see, PubMed or Google Scholar, and you can try to find abstract from there. So it takes you there, you can review this abstract here, and you can see if it meets our criteria and it does not meet our criteria. And sometimes it can be hard to find an article. Another website that you can use, and that's both for pirated stuff, is sci-hub.w. So if you go there, it's not going to open here because I'm using university intranet, but if you will use from home, then you can definitely use it. Let me use my personal hotspot. Let's see if we can go there in a little bit. Okay, for some reason it's not opening, but if you go there, you can use DOI number, you can use your PubMed ID to get logged into this. And then, for some, let's see, this one does not have a DOI number and object and an abstract. So you can also look by title of the article. And title, you just go in Google Scholar or another database, or you can just simply Google it and see if it meets our criteria. So just briefly review that. Then I'm trying to see if I can give you another example. So for example, if you have the journal name and you have the volume number and issue number and page number, you can and you lack title and abstract, that's another way to find the abstract. So this is how you do the title and abstract screening. So let's try to do it next 4 or 5 days. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out.